The floor, Antonio. Down low, it's Duncan and Splitter, 3 slot.
Ah, tipped.
It's tipped. Rockets
God
to
dang.
finish it off.
I'm Oklahoma Thunder, so I didn't.
that one down. Wow.
Yeah, good.
There you go. Now I jumped it.
Slams it in.
I think they gave him a little too much room there. I mean, that was all he needed to rise up and punch that one down.
Yeah, he's going to jump at those
An
chances.
incredible legacy of dominance in his 17 years in the league. The Spurs have never won less than 61% of their
Let's
games.
play
Not to
some
mention, of course,
defense,
5
y'all.
finals appearances.
Good. Durant's got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, he's so hard to stop, guys, because
No more
poses a
bubbles
ton
inside
of
the
matchup
house.
Problems for the defense.
This is my daily life, guys. Having to tell my sister
Parker
that
against
she's not
Westbrook.
allowed to blow bubbles in the house.
Parker dishes to Green.
She can't be as cool as me. She's not in a
Roberson,
hot
the pass to
ride.
Uses the glass
What
to
did you
finish.
do?
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of
Come
him making a
on,
pass
take
to
a
a
second
spot, and then he let his
chance.
teammate run right into it.
Yes.
Well executed.
Yes. Yes.
On up the court.
Yes.
And Kevin Durant with the slam.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming
Okay,
within
I'm just going to
seconds
try
of
that
the
one
steal.
again.
Love
Change
the way they
plans,
convert
guys.
from defense to
Dunking's
offense.
too easy
But that's
for
what
me.
happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
Splitter inside, defended by Durant. Splitter misses.
Skirt. Ha ha ha.
Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is
Should I
flowing
take a
quite
three?
nicely right now.
Yeah, it's white.
Playing with a lot of confidence, just some self-assurance. I like what we're seeing. Pretty impressive. 5 straight makes to start this game.
And here is Parker. And San Antonio calls
Yeah,
the
they got
first
the ball.
timeout of the game.
Yeah. Oh, it was just a timeout, so yeah. I thought it was like...
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Roberson, guarded by Green. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And the early lead just keeps on growing. Another basket.
And the way they've done it is with an extremely potent inside attack.
Ankles! He had my ankles. He got my ankles.
Parker outside. He dishes it to Duncan. Looking to end the run, and the shot is long.
Kevin Durant's so potent offensively. I think at times we overlook his defense. That's an area he's really improved, and of course the length that makes him so tough to deal with offensively.
Oh, and just to
also
let you guys
serves him
know,
well
I'm
on
not
the defensive
cheating. I do
end
not
of
have
the floor.
everything on
And
100. I have
Dorsberg
everything
caught
on
up
50.
with Coach Greg Popovich. Doris?
Normally.
He knows one of the
You know how you
hardest
can change your
parts
settings
on
of the
scoring
game
against
and
this defense
your
has to do
average
with
and
their
stuff like
prolific
that.
shot blocker,
I have all of
Serge
that on
Ibaka.
50.
He
I did
told me
not
he's
change
one of those
anything.
guys who can get in your head a little bit because he's
Just if
so
you guys
mobile.
think that,
You often don't
which
see him
I
coming.
doubt you guys
And
always
Kevin,
think that.
you add in his great rebounding and ability to hit from mid-range, and he's always an X
No,
factor
no,
for them.
everybody says
Back
they
to
can
you.
just shoot
Thanks again,
anywhere,
Doris.
thank you.
And Durant, no question, a two-way
That's what
player.
my dad says.
He blocks shots, he rebounds like a
Psych.
power forward.
And I really like the fact,
He-
Kevin, that he's gotten stronger since he came into the league. Also, he's able to hold his ground much better as a result at both ends of the floor, offensively and defensively.
11. And there's the feed to Robertson.
Did it.
No one
Fade
near
away.
Westbrook as
Three.
he lets it go.
Hey.
And the Thunder, another 3.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is.
Beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession.
Good
That
D,
was
good
an
D.
awfully risky pass, guys. Lucky it didn't wind up as a steal.
Well, it nearly did wind up as a steal, but no harm done in the end. They hang on to possession.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Cantor checked in for Adams. Waiters comes in for Andre Robertson. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And the wide open shot from Ginobili. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. To the inside. And Waiters with the bucket on the assist by Durant.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Up high and down hard with the one-hander.
Got a little extra forceful with that one, didn't he?
You know, I think he's hoping to kind of get his teammates
Yes.
going a little bit, fellas.
Keep my streak going.
You know, everybody knows that the
Yes.
Thunder are a good offensive
Yes.
team, but the reason why is they have such balance offensively. They
No!
can put the ball in the
That was
basket
a
number of
beautiful
different
steal.
ways from a number of different spots.
Here's Ginobili after Enes Kanter's basket.
go.
Ginobili
Yeah.
kicks to Mills. Bellinelli
Paint
for
him.
three.
Oh no!
The Thunder pull it in. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Ginobili with the
That
steal.
was a bad pass, but I'll take it back.
And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game. For the
need to
Thunder,
deal with it.
Collison
I'm
comes
dealing
in
with
for
it, baby.
Serge Ibaka.
Deal with it.
And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Kevin Durant.
Oh, I would just sub Kevin Durant.
Mills with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Diaw. Great D that time from Collison. The Thunder lead by 16. And Raiders with the stop.
Their offense has really come together immediately, threatening to run away with this game.
It's hard to imagine they'll be able to stay as hot as they've been so far, but if they can, watch out.
Watch out, no, watch out, no,
Got a
watch
piece of
out.
it. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
Found an old lady.
Bellinelli dishes to Mills.
No! I came from the behind.
Down low, Baines. How's that
God
for an answer?
dang, you just got
Back with the
dunked
dunk.
on.
None of the defenders
How
wanted
does that make
anything
you
Clark
feel,
to do
my
with him
boy?
on that jam.
And I do not blame him at all, partner. He was coming in with a bunch of steam and was ready to posterize
Buzz beater.
whoever decided
Ah.
to get in his way.
I said that was going to be a
Understand,
buzzer
fellas, but
beater.
come on.
I mean,
You
I
gotta
dated, but it
challenge
wasn't
him
a
a
buzzer
little
beater.
bit at least.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Thunder lead by 19. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far to the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown.
Oh, God.
Oklahoma City.
God, oh,
They've set
God.
the first half tone by really getting out in transition.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has
Oh,
been their ability
8-second
to convert
violation. I
and
was trying to
score
make a
off turnovers.
plan.
Only one turnover
I
so
didn't know
far
what
in the
I
game
wanted
for
to
them, Kevin.
do.
Another
Oh, that
reason they're in the
sucks.
lead with halftime approaching, taking care of the ball.
Russell Westbrook in for the Thunder. The Spurs also changing it up. Splitter comes in for Boris Diaw. And
Get
it's Green in for Bellinelli.
God dang.
On the floor for San Antonio. Leonard and
Go
Duncan
in.
are the pair at forward.
Why didn't you keep
Parker
going
and
in?
Green are your
You'll
one
fire
and your two.
Bolton.
And it's Splitter in at the pivot spot, manning the
I'm going
middle.
to try to make a 3.
And for three, Collison. And he
Beautiful.
gets it to go. Collison's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Thunder.
Beautiful.
Now here's Parker. Looking for his first basket still in this one.
Nick Collison has played a decade
Nope.
in the NBA, all with the same franchise. Four seasons
Hi,
in
maybe it was
Seattle,
foul,
the
but
last
don't be
6
mad.
in OKC, and there's a reason they've kept him around. He's a savvy role player,
Shake
very
your
smart,
stadium.
does a lot of the little things
Wait,
to help
well, let me
him.
shake
The
it.
Spurs shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And the Thunder really are consistently better at the defensive end with Collison on the floor. You know, he's not a big shot blocker
Maybe
or
that's a no.
rebounder, but
No.
he's outstanding as a help defender. He's able to draw charges. He's always in the right spot at the right
Did it.
time, and he just knows what that defensive system requires from him, and he gets it done. Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal
Let's
spot,
go.
right where it needed to be.
Oh, what you do, homie? What you do?
Westbrook against Parker. Kicks it to Duncan. Wide open.
Colin City shirt.
The shot is off. Oklahoma City's gone off with a three-pointer tonight. They're a perfect 7 of 7.
No!
Thompson can't hit.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
And Steve, the
that
basketball
pass.
IQ for Collison. Also,
And
defensive
one!
end of the floor.
Yeah, good passer. Likes to play on the elbows.
Yay,
Oklahoma City likes
Kevin.
to run offense
Becky.
through him because of that playmaking ability.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Gentlemen, we
Right in
all
his
know
face,
that
splash.
Manu Ginobili has had a terrific career playing mostly as a sixth man.
Houdini.
Ginobili said, I don't think it was a big sacrifice. Maybe at first it was a little painful on the
We
ego,
have my
but when I
ankles.
got in, all the plays were for me. I started to feel confident in that role. Now I enjoy it, and I don't even want to start. Kevin?
Doris, he puts pragmatism over ego. Thank you.
I got this hypocrite.
Oklahoma City on D. They lead by 24. Their biggest margin.
What you do?
Parker kicks to Splitter.
Dang, I knew it.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Duncan can't hit.
Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock, a construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively.
It makes it so easy for your teammate when you can lead him with a pass like that one.
The Spurs have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Parker drives in.
Tony Parker, I don't think there's any question, the best player ever to come out of France. In fact, back in the summer of 2013, he led France to the Euro Cup championship in Slovenia. Just a terrific performance there from Parker.
I don't know how I'm supposed to make the stadium shake.
First free throw is good.
Tony could well be the best point guard penetrator in the game.
This might be the only way to
He's
score
great
points.
at finding the seam and getting the ball
We
up
can't
and
learn to
off
stop
glass
that,
before the
can
shot
we?
blocker can recover.
No!
And once the ball hits the glass and comes off, it's a no-touch zone for the defender.
Leonard, the pass to
Wow!
Splitter.
You get tapped!
And out of bounds as the Thunder
Got him.
gain possession. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone
Pack
by
City,
here in the
my
second
boy.
quarter. Here's Roberson. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Roberson's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Oklahoma City.
And Parker with the quickness to win that race to the rim.
Oh my
And
God!
his
I
great
can't
touch, able to
believe
use
that.
English or
Heck out of me.
just a spin on the ball to drop it in. Even when the defense gets there early, it seems like Parker's able to use that teardrop.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. And for Parker now coming into his 30s, the question, how will his game, so based on speed, Clark, and elusiveness,
Oh,
how
I
will
didn't
it
mean to
age?
pass.
Well, you know, I think that's a fair question. His game is not as much athleticism as it is those attributes of speed and quickness and elusiveness. I think the elusiveness can hang around for a while. The speed will go.
Flash.
But the fact he's improved as a jump shooter, I think will continue to allow him to be
Three.
pretty good at getting to the rim.
I'm not very good at. Oh my God! I'm not very good at defense.
And Green
I'm not
now,
even
top
good
of
at
the
NBA. But I'm really good at offense.
Splitter kicks to Green,
stating the obvious.
fires the three, and Parker gets it
I'm
to
not
go.
good
The
at
assist
defense
by Green.
whatsoever. We did
8 points for Tony
He's the
Parker.
only one making
Right
shots.
back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
Shots good by Ibaka.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really
back.
been tight and far superior is their passing.
Agreed.
Skirt.
You
Ankles.
look at the points. I mean,
Ankles.
they're getting a lot of
Ankles.
baskets off of assists, so the offense really clicking
Nope.
here.
Nope.
Splitter, that's good.
They've taken so many shots down there, and they're knocking them down. Really good looks in the paint.
No doubt the offensive philosophy today,
Made
pound
it.
that thing inside.
That's good.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
The Spurs have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Duncan dishes to Parker.
Ooh, you got your ankles.
Here's Splitter.
Oh
And
my
terrific
God, he
work
took
on
that
the
rebound
offensive
from
glass,
you.
and he picks up 2.
Shut up, Smino.
Splitter's got 6.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
And they're
God,
getting their points
how
now
does
almost
Ibaka make
exclusively
that?
from the three-point line. That's
Ibaka,
4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
You look at the Thunder,
I
they're
really
really
did
the
not want
epitome
him to get that
of
ankles
patience.
there.
They build through the
Nope,
draft
psych.
model, constructing
Yeah, I
a
knew he was gonna do
contender
that.
with consistency
Wide
and
open.
just a solid approach every day. That's why they are
Ooh, nailed
year
it
in
right
and year
here.
out so
Go
tough
down,
to
go down.
handle.
Cut. No, easy.
Adams, the pass to Ibaka.
Oh,
In transition, here comes San Antonio.
psych.
Blows the dunk.
Wow,
And you
what
know, the rebounding
is that?
edge here has been key because they're getting a lot of extra possessions offensively
Ah!
as a result.
Guys, you're absolutely right.
We
It's
should
made all
rock
the
a do.
difference.
We should rock a do.
Parker
How
with
do
it.
you miss that?
Westbrook picks him up. Parker kicks to Duncan.
Duncan ain't gonna make none.
Kicks it out to Leonard.
Nope. He's about to get packed.
Outside, Green. Pass to Splitter. Can't get it to go. Now,
Oh,
Oklahoma
dang
City
it.
takes it
Here,
the
how
other
would I do
way.
this? Just shoot it right here.
It's a
Wow.
4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
Come on, I'm not
The
trying to
wide
get the
open
point.
look for Durant. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Durant's
Come
got
on,
13.
we need the points.
That kind of sums up the defensive effort we've
I want to
seen
get the
here
buzzer
tonight,
beater.
guys.
Give me the ball. Here, I'll leave it wide open. How about
And
that?
Parker, here we go. That's good.
Thank
Well,
you.
that was impressive, Clark. He did not hesitate to take the ball right up against the bigger
I'm
defender.
gonna shoot a
Boy,
thing,
I
trying to
like
make a
that
buzzer beater.
aggressive mindset there, Steve.
Now Westbrook, 13 points in the game. Hits the buzzer beater.
I mean, I gotta say, but I made that buzzer
So
beater.
a pretty lopsided game for the first half.
Hey, watch him. You is mad. I wish I knew who was saying hi and hey. Hi, whoever's saying hi.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarter.
Actually,
Well, Westbrook has been great. 15 points and the three-pointers
what
have
about
been
KD?
dropping for him.
KD's great
He's got 3
too.
of them.
Well, as long as he's continuing to make them, I think they should make him more of a focal point of this offense.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
He is a dynamic scorer, guys. That much we know. And I'll tell you what, his talent was on full display there in the first half.
Steve, he is a hard man to keep down, and so far, they've been unable to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Outside at the three with Ibaka playing the power forward. Russell Westbrook out there with
Nailed it.
Robertson. And it's Adams in at the 5. That's the
I thought
lineup
he
in the
actually
game for
nailed it.
Oklahoma City. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, guys, Coach
Superman!
Greg Popovich, the reigning coach of the year, a big part of his approach is empowering players. He says, quote, it's a player's game, and they've got to take charge. Rather than try to manipulate them, he said, it's a great
They
feeling
won!
when players
Oh,
get
it was that
together
shot.
and do things as a group.
Wow.
Kevin?
Thanks, Doris.
You know,
What if
giving
it
his
goes
players
that bad
room to
of shots?
lead
I don't
and
even know why
allowing
that
them to
was
take
red.
ownership.
Oh,
I mean, I think
God,
that's
yeah,
part
very
of the
close.
genius of Popovich. Well, Tim Duncan, when asked about his retirement plans right after the 2013 finals, refused to dignify the question with the response. But last season's Spurs run answered loudly enough.
Here's Roberson. He's got 13. Shot clock at 6. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Westbrook. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. And for Duncan and the Spurs, year after year, people write him off. And, Steve, they keep proving him wrong.
It's incredible. I mean, I think I wrote them off 4 years ago, and here they are continuing to just be an elite team in the NBA. And Duncan,
They
one
are
of the
not
big
no
reasons for it. He
I'm
seems to
sorry,
get better and
Spurs
better, and
fans.
he loves the game. He continues to stay in great shape and compete. Who knows how long he'll go.
It's tipped.
Psych.
Ibaka dishes to Durant. Here's the 3. Whistle
What?
blows. Yep, that's going to be a trap.
Oh, he nailed it
Turnover
too.
situation, guys, and it's not been that bad. Just a handful, and when you take care of the ball like that, that can help you build a lead.
And the Thunder going with the whole new group
God,
out there.
yeah, man.
San Antonio calls timeout. And Steve, Kevin Durant, truly one of the best scorers, and the statistics would show that league-wide every year, and last season's MVP.
Well, he's improved his game in pretty much every category, whether it's rebounding, ball handling, passing, defense. Incredible to see a player who was already historically great just take his game to another level.
And Mills kicks to Bellinelli.
I don't know how you play. That's why you want to get packed the best out of you.
They set the screen. Dishes it to Ginobili. The 3 from Mills. Can't get it to go. And the Thunder going the other way now.
And with Kevin Durant, his goal is to become the greatest player in NBA history. Nothing less. That's what he's striving for.
He ain't the
He
greatest
sees
player
that
in
potential
NBA
in
history.
himself.
We all know
believes
that.
it is there, and I think that motivates him.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And the basket by Morrow.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep to start
Nailed
things
it.
here in the second half. Now Ginobili.
No? How does he do
Still
that?
getting warmed up offensively.
Hey, that's
no
wrong.
buckets yet in the
He's
game
feeling
for him.
anyway.
And here we go with Collison running it up the throw. Look out, man. The rim is shaking.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And And that's not going to be able to continue if they hope to get back into this game, Clark. It's a deflating play for your morale.
Baines passes to Ginobili. Mills dishes to Ginobili.
Tight D.
Out to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Shot's good by Mills. Mills has got his first 2 points.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
And it's DJ Augustin with the foul. That's his first foul.
Reach. You want to know what a reach is? I'll show you what a reach is. God. This is a reach.
On defense, Oklahoma City.
Give me the ball. Come on.
Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half, and Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
We like violence.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now.
You better stop.
And Baines kicks to Diaw. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. And that is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
Spurs head coach Greg Popovich, last season's Coach of the Year, one of only 3 coaches to win that award 3 times. He's also a 5-time NBA champion as a head coach and really has been the model for consistency.
No, you ain't going to shoot that.
Excellence
Don't even think
as a head coach, as a leader of his team in San Antonio. They've won 50 games, 15 consecutive years now, and clearly players are a big part of that. But his leadership and his ability to relate to his team and to get them to be a team is something that will send him right to the Hall of Fame when he's out.
Who can you think how that would be reaching?
And here's Mills. Passes it to Ginobili.
Maybe cuckooed.
Here's Baines. Banked in off the glass. Baines has got 6.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable.
But
he never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes
to be a great offensive rebounder. He's got to be relentless.
And Popovich, the longest tenured NBA coach by far, 18 seasons, and Steve All with this San Antonio organization.
Well, he's actually the longest tenured coach in any of the 4 major American sports.
Almost had
what an
it.
incredible run he's had with the Spurs, leading them to a winning record in 17 consecutive seasons. Longest such streak in NBA history.
And the basket by Diaw.
I almost packed the mess out of him.
There's a minute left in the third. Here's Augustin. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Well, in the first half, he
didn't even shoot it. I was just moving around.
But that has not been the case here since halftime.
Oh my gosh, was they really trying?
Mills with it, and the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Wow, just a total loss of concentration right there.
Well, those kinds of mistakes in this game is in danger of getting away from them.
And Oklahoma City making a change. Ibaka's checked in. Here's Augustin. He trains the quick shot. Augustin's got 8 points.
And the shooting percentage continues to climb. Guys, here in the second half, they're on fire.
Steve, I like the collective focus resulting in
35 seconds left in the third quarter.
Oh,
again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
That's a weapon they've been allowed to use at will today, Steve.
Also that three-point line.
Ginobili gets the bucket.
They're forcing the ball inside.
Now I'm going to make another buzzer
beater.
beater.
Working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane.
Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half.
What's up, my homie? I'm like, hey, man.
Morrow, the pass to Augustin.
I said I'd die for a moment.
There's the triple. Missed.
No!
And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, today comes from one of the men in the middle, Kevin. And let me tell you, anytime you get a big man who can pass like this, it really changes the way you can play offense. It diversifies your offensive attack.
Let me ask, who is the best passing big man you've played with? the Australian.
Yes, big redhead, good passer down on the low block.
How'd you even
#1 pick by
ball? That
Minnesota
makes no
Timberwolves.
sense.
On the floor for San Antonio, Bellinelli and Leonard are on the wings. Bonner is out there with Jeff Ayers, and it's Joseph in at the 1. He feeds it to Bellinelli. Leonard on the wing, all alone. And it's off the back rim, no good. Lamb with the ball.
Ooh, we're gonna splash this 3 right here.
From Morrow,
Splashed.
and the shot is good.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5
Hey,
buckets
let's go
are from three-point range.
OKC.
But the defense isn't making them earn it. I mean, those shots have just come on easy, open looks.
And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Nick Collison's checked in for Oklahoma City.
No.
Out to the right wing. Here's Joseph.
Why did you jump?
No good from outside.
I'm gonna shoot this 3 for you guys, and if I miss it,
Here's
then
Morrow.
I
Here's
screw
the
up.
3.
But I won't.
And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Two
Houdini!
straight quick 3-pointers they've allowed.
They better not make it 3 straight, because now all of a sudden you're looking at a hot
You
streak.
should watch me make all these 3s.
Ayers kicks to Joseph. And there's the pass to Bonner.
Dang it.
Hands it from downtown.
How about the response?
Okay, see.
Retaliation. Impressive, huh, guys?
I'll say exactly that as well. Nice job to recover those 3 points right away.
Why would I be Golden
From
State? I don't like
Morrow,
Golden State.
And he gets
Splashed.
it to go. Morrow's got 9 points in the quarter.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the defense getting bombarded. They just haven't been able to slow them down.
Now here's Joseph.
Did you know if you circle these players, it gets
You know, it's such a
scared?
treat to watch the game for a living. It doesn't stand still. It keeps
Mm.
evolving. And
Oh, I
you see
should've
the
jumped.
leadership changing hands, new commission, new owners. I think that process will continue. And hopefully they'll strike that
Oh, that was a bad
balance
shot.
between preserving the tradition of the game while also
Nailed
continuing to
it.
attract new fans.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter.
Ah, you should have dived.
Poke loose. Bonner dishes to Bellinelli. Here's the 3.
No! Nailed it. Oh,
And
wow.
Jones pulls it down.
Boy, they've really dominated on the glass. And, of course, they've done a lot of good things here tonight, but the rebounds have played a major
Houdini.
Hey, Steve, you know rebounding always one of the key barometers
back
in
with you now,
determining the
Houdini.
victor.
God dang, he had my ankles.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's Ayers. Leonard the pass to Ayers. Shot to stop the run. Bonner's shot good.
Nice touch.
Watch, I'm gonna
near the
nail
hoop.
another 3, I bet you.
The Thunder have gotten absolutely red hot shooting the ball here in the 4th. A perfect
Nailed it.
6 for 6.
Houdini.
That is good.
This defense is giving their
Houdini.
shooters free reign to operate from behind the arc.
That's right. I think it's time for them to start closing down. You've got to run shooters off that three-point line.
There's the
No!
foul.
Ah!
That's his first foul.
Analytics has become a huge part of the NBA, and one element of that jumps out at me is basically the cameras that track
Man,
every
they seem to
movement of
come in
every
on a
player and can provide info on when exactly a player gets tired to how much of their time on the floor they are actually running instead of standing around.
And back to the cameras this we were talking about. Some teams using it more than others, but they are starting to find and use all sorts of
I'm
data,
starting
Steve,
to
from those
wonder how
cameras.
that
Yeah,
was
it's
the foul.
interesting to hear how different teams are using that
When they see me
technology.
come over,
Some
hey,
teams use
we're
it to check on the club's
ninja.
spacing. They'll see how many times a guy is dribbling the ball compared to the season before. That's what the
Houdini,
Celtics did with
Houdini,
Rondo.
yes, that is.
It's really interesting. It's a tremendous amount
You
of
ain't
data
Houdini,
to
I'm
process.
Houdini.
But the trick
Oh.
is, making it work, making it mean something.
Well, you know, this last draft class was one that
Who's
had
Katie?
been
Is he
hyped
even
up
in?
for such a long time with the big names, primarily Wiggins, Parker, and
And
Embiid,
let's shoot it with his
all
book.
being viewed
He's
as
good.
potential franchise players.
Houdini.
Not quite sure of that, but they certainly are tremendous talents. A lot of teams knew that, and it became a bit of the race to the bottom for some franchise.
Nope.
Here's Ayers. It's
That's
hauled in
you
by
get to try me,
Collison.
Houdini.
Collison's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
Only Jason's
And
Houdini.
Roberson kicks to Jones. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. For
Ooh,
the Thunder,
the Jukes.
Even Adams, he's checked in for Perry Jones. Waiters comes in for Roberson. And DJ Augustine
Man.
subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
Get up,
San
Collison.
Antonio also making some changes. Baines is checked in. And Boris Diaw is sub for Bonner. And Green gets it to go.
Missed the heck
Steve,
out of
you're a
that.
general
What do
manager
you
in
mean?
the NBA and NBA coach now, but
No, I'm
you
gonna
know
nail this
that
to
the
you.
teams that know they're not going to
Thank
make
you.
the playoffs
You can have those
will
points. You
play
can have
younger
those points right
players as opposed to perhaps some
there. You can
veterans.
just pretend like you never made that
Giving
three.
those younger players time to develop, maybe not necessarily securing wins, but certainly securing experience for those kind of players.
Well, securing experience and then also securing a high draft pick. And obviously, you know, you have to get lucky and hit on a star player at some point. But I think it's the preferable method for teams to go that route these days rather than to just hang around the middle of the league in mediocrity.
Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for San Antonio.
That's now
That's
a
it.
dozen
That's
straight points coming off wide open three-pointers.
That what we
You know
got.
what it looks like to me out there, guys? I mean, it looks like all-star weekend out there. We know how much defense is played there. It's actually defense during the all-star weekend, no D.
Green. Diaw dishes to Baines. And
Think
there's the
he's
foul.
scared to shoot.
It's on Steven Adams.
Well, a new award in the NBA starting 2 seasons ago, the Twyman Stokes Best Teammate, and the first honoree was Chauncey Billups.
All I saw was people jumping in their faces like monkeys. Nee. Nee.
1:19 left in the fourth quarter. Mills, that's a two-pointer. It's good.
When they see me coming, they're like, hey, man.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, dominating performance for Oklahoma City.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team
Who
performing
beat me?
to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for him, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And the names of that award memorializes the incredible story of Jack Twyman and Maurice Stokes. Stokes, an NBA All-Star.
Daddy, watch.
Each of
I want to
his
make
first
an
three
epic
seasons,
Houdini.
but in a game in 1950,
Dad,
he took
watch.
a hard fall, hit his head, and thereafter
Houdini.
became paralyzed.
One of the saddest and most moving stories in the history of sports. Stokes was waived by the team, and his family couldn't afford his gigantic medical bills, but his teammate, Jack Twyman, worked tirelessly on his behalf. A tremendous story of love, caring, and service in a tough situation.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now thanks to this spurt.
Just keep on firing, man. No reason to slow down now.
Knocked loose. And Augustine with a clear
There you go.
path
You can
to
dunk
the
since
hoop.
I'm too short.
And finished off by Collison.
And the fans loving what's transpired here tonight. A really good victory for these guys.
Sure was. I mean, they did just what they needed to do to keep the visitors from getting any momentum going at all.
Exactly.
Ginobili with the drive. Soft touch.
That's
off the
exactly why
glass.
people say
Boy, nice
Houdini
work
when they do
inside.
something
Tough to get
epic
that shot
because
over a
Houdini
big
was an
defender
epic
like
person
that.
who did
No,
stuff.
that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a
Okay,
hand on it.
whatever.
And tack on a few more points to the lead. Why not? I suppose this is an emphatic showing for this club.
And, Steve, they did it in style, a beat down the entire way.
Here's Augustine. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
While they're winning the speed game, guys, getting out in
Yeah.
transition.
Boy, I like the energy they play with offensively, and in the open court, tremendous flow.
And Green gets it to go.
Unselfish
Daddy.
basketball on the interior. I love that, and you got to think the coaching staff does too.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth.
Buzzer beater. He's the one that missed the
Now
buzzer beater. I
Augustine.
don't know if I want to trust him.
From deep three-point range, and again,
No,
Oklahoma
I
City with
missed the
triple.
buzzer beater.
Gotta
Well, I
make a
made it,
defensive
but
adjustment
the buzzer
here
beater
because
never went
he's
off.
just destroying them from three-point range.
Destroyed!
Down on him, Steve. He's knocking him
Don't
back.
forget.
So no problem for
Don't forget to
Oklahoma City as they
subscribe
get
and
much to be critical of
join
with this win, Clark.
Jason
Not at all. I mean, they showed
Killer
up not
afterwards.
just to play.
Yeah.
They showed
Yeah,
up to
you
give
want me.
great effort
Killer.
and to win.
So,
They did both.
yeah, don't forget
And now
forget
let's
to
catch
don't
up with
forget to
Doris Burke,
subscribe.
standing
Please leave
by
a
on the
like.
sideline. Doris?
And
Kevin,
we'll be
some
coming back
work
to you maybe
offensively,
later today
plenty of
or
teamwork. What's been the key to get this
tomorrow.
offense clicking?
Please subscribe. Peace out, y'all.
Getting everybody involved.